Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Kimberly. I am so excited to be here with you tonight, whether this is your first time watching or if you've been tuning into me for a while. I've been doing these amazing cooking shows, spending these Wednesday nights with you guys every other Wednesday, 7:30. I go live unless there's a holiday or a birthday or we do a little bit of rearranging. But if that happens, I always post it on my Facebook page. So make sure that you follow me on Facebook so you don't miss any of my live shows if I reschedule it for a different day. Otherwise, I always play my replay on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can catch all of my live replays and you can catch up on everything that you may have missed. Today, I am going to show you one of the new products that's only available for a limited time from Pampered Chef, and that is the Guacamole Serve and Save, Serve and Keep. Don't quote me on that. And there's also a guacamole set. I do not have all the pieces of the guacamole set, but I am going to at least show you the guacamole mix today. And I myself am looking forward to getting that avocado tool in my kitchen, but I do not have it yet, so I cannot show you that. But I did get the brand new Deluxe air fryer and oven delivered yesterday. Ordered it a few weeks ago. It was on back order. They're getting all caught up. So if you want to get your hands on one of these Deluxe air fryer and ovens, I'm going to show it to you tonight. Talk a little bit about the features, show you some of the accessories that you can get to go with it. And these accessories also work in the oven and other appliances as well. So I'm going to show you those, show you a few of my favorite products to make up some guacamole today. And I am just so excited to show you all of this. But if you want to get this in your kitchen at a discount, like let's say you want the Deluxe air fryer and oven in your kitchen for $140. You need to talk to me because I can make that happen for you. And no, I'm not talking about becoming a Pampered Chef consultant, although that would be great. If you want to get everything at a discount, then you want to be a Pampered Chef consultant. But if you just want to get a great discount, I have a few different ways that you can snag 60% off and get this Deluxe air fryer and oven for under $140 right now. Or one of my other favorites, the Deluxe multi-cooker. I make my rice in that, my hard-boiled eggs. You can do sous vide. There's so many different features on that. It's a pressure cooker, a steamer. You can sterilize things. But that is available for less than $100 right now. And again, I have a few different ways that I can make that happen for you. So if any of that sounds amazing to you, make sure that you send me a message or post a comment so I can reach out to you and give you more details on that. But without further ado, let's talk about these amazing Pampered Chef products that are brand new. So this guacamole keeper is all these pieces here. So the way that this works is we slide this on the top here, and that is airtight. And this works, I promised, if you saw my post, I promised that this was going to be more than just for guacamole. You can make any kind of dip you want in here. It's amazing. But we're going to do it with guacamole. That's what it was originally designed for, but you can use it for so many different things. And then it has this pusher or stand that it's going to sit on top of. And that's what we're going to use to push the air out of it after we make up our guacamole. And then when it comes time to store it, we just take that piece away and we're going to store this with the lid. So I'm going to show you how all of that's going to work. First, we're going to cut up our avocados. And I used to make my guacamole one avocado at a time. It was a pain in the butt. We love guacamole, but to do it one at a time so it wouldn't get brown, we could eat one avocado a night. And that was about it. Or it would get brown before we would get a chance to eat it. Now I can make up all of my guacamole at one time because otherwise you wait too long and all of a sudden your avocado is not good anymore. This way you can make it all up at once and keep it from getting brown. I want to say 10 days and it was not brown in this saver. And I think it would have lasted longer, except that people in the house were still eating it. So it kept getting opened up and it was down to such a thin little layer that I think it was almost impossible to get all the air out at that point. So we started to get some browning around the edges. The middle of it was still perfectly green. but the edges were starting to get a little bit brown after that amount of time. So right now I am just squeezing out my avocado. If you have the avocado tool, you can take these pits out a lot easier, and I could do this without making a mess of myself. But like I said, I still wish to have that in my kitchen. And then I am just using a paring knife here. The Pampered Chef coated knives are amazing, all of them. I recommend getting the whole set, but if you're just going to start with one knife, get yourself the paring knife set. It comes with 3 knives, and you'll use them all the time for everything. And then they also just came out with a new knife set that I don't have yet, so I can't show that to you. But if you are interested in knives, reach out to me, because there are some different ones available out there, and I would love to find out, what you're using, what you're looking to use it for, so I can make sure to recommend the right knife. What kind of a warranty are you looking for? Do you want lifetime? So there's different options. So don't feel overwhelmed. That's what I'm for as your Pampered Chef consultant, is to be able to explain those things to you and help match the right product to you. So you can tell how ripe these are because they're just squeezing right out of here. And my pit fell right out of there. I rinse my hands real quick here. Check and see if anybody's in the waiting room. Doesn't look like it. Let me just dump this real quick because I'm just going to reuse this cutting board. These flexible cutting boards are great, and they fit like right up in my cabinet sideways, which is great. They don't take up a whole lot of room. Then I've got a line here. Here. And with the Pampered Chef Guacamole mix, which is what I'm going to use here, you don't really have to add lime or onion, but I like to add just a little bit. And then we just have our juice press here, which is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to add just a little bit of lime, and that'll help keep this a little fresher as well. But you really don't need it with this thing. It keeps it so fresh. It's just amazing. And then I'm just going to prep this onion because I promised I would show you the mandolin as well. So I figured I would add some onion here, because I think the mandolin is probably one of the most amazing Pampered Chef products. It is not new. It's been around for a while, but the safety features on this thing are absolutely amazing. Let's move this out of the way here. And I'm going to show you this mandolin. So it stores right inside itself, which is great. And it's got little stickies on the bottom so it doesn't slide around while you're using it. And then you have options on the back. So I'll get this up close for you, but you can do full slices, French fry slices, or julienne slices. And then you can choose how many millimeters thick you want it, anywhere from 1 to 8. And there are in between settings. So you can do 7.5, 7.25. There's different options for you there. So for starters, you take the tray, and it just locks right in place there. In this case, I'm going to do really small pieces. So I'm going to do the julienne setting and 1 millimeter and snap that into place. Then I'm going to open up where the blade is. So this is one of the first safety features, is while it's stored, you can't access the blade. You have to slide that open. Then we're going to add the pusher. So we never have to get our hands, or I'm sorry, the chute, which holds the pusher. So we never have to get close to the blades. But that doesn't unlock it. To unlock it, we have to push down and twist. So one added safety feature there. Then I'm just going to put my onion in. and use my pusher. Turn this around so you can see it coming out there. But we've got these nice little teeny tiny thin slices of onion coming out. And just like that, we're done with our onion. But this is great if you are doing up soups. You can do so many different vegetables. You can do the same thickness, different thickness, or if you're doing au gratin potatoes, it's great for that. Add just a little bit of onion in here. And I just realized that I forgot to grab my mix and chops. I will be right back. Pause. I'm back. Took all my utensils out of here so I'd have more counter space, and then I don't have my utensils at arm's reach. But this is the mix and chop, and this is amazing. You can use it like this. You can use it to make up mashed potatoes. And it is amazing for making up ground beef, ground pork, any of the ground meats, because you can cook it up and chop it as you're going. Lost a little bit. Good thing I can kind of before we started here. If I was making this for anybody other than my family, I'd use a spatula or wear gloves, but it does get kind of caught up in there and I just want to get it out. I like mine a little bit thicker. You can get, if you get the guacamole set, it comes with a masher where you can really mash it up, but it still gives you the option to adjust how chunky you want it to be. Or in this case, I'm using the mix and chop. I love this thing. All right, so it's pretty good. All right, let me show you how this baby works. Just rinse my hands again here. Wash. Then I can pack up the rest of this onion too and save that for a rainy day. But this is how we're going to do this. Oops, let's take a piece of. Oh, I forgot to add the guacamole mix. See, every time I go live, I forget something. And it's usually something critical, like let's turn our avocados into some guacamole. Who would have thought? Let's add the guacamole mix. And the Pampered Chef Guacamole mix, like I said, it already has a little bit of zip to it. It has the seasonings. You don't have to add onions. You don't have to do any of that. I just like a little extra onion and a little extra citrus in mine. But in reality, all you have to do is add 1 tablespoon per avocado. Increase or decrease depending on how much you want it seasoned. I love the adjustable measuring spoons. This comes as a set. This is the larger of the two, and it goes everywhere from 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon. The other one goes all the way up to 1 teaspoon and all the decimals in between there. So again, we can just kind of rough measure this, but we did 4 avocados. But this is a nice, quick, easy way to just be able to make this up. You get surprise house guests in, it's quick and easy to make up. And like I said, you can do other dips in there. You want other quick and easy dips you can do at your house? How about the French onion dip or the veggie dip? You can mix these with yogurt, sour cream, cream cheese to make an amazing dip. Where did I put it now? There we go. Mix this up a little bit more here. And I found so far anyways, about 4 avocados is about the max. And those are pretty small avocados. So if you had larger avocados, you'd probably be looking at 2 or 3 to fit in here. Otherwise, you might want to mix it up in a bowl first and then move it in here, just so you have room to work. And it might be easier with the masher that I still covet and don't have. But with the mix and chop, I would recommend stopping at 4 because as you can see, I'm right at the top here. And again, it's for my family. They don't care if my fingers get in there. They know I wash my hands. If I was doing this for a party, I would highly recommend you wear gloves or use the spatula. 'Cause All right, now I can show you how this actually works to get the air out and make sure that we keep our guacamole fresh. But as you can see, if I would have mixed this up in a different bowl instead of in here, we probably could have fit maybe one more avocado in there and still had room. Because once we put this lid on, which just sits on the top, snap, 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 locks into place. We're going to open this up so we have an air vent on the top. And then we're going to take the pusher on the bottom here. And we're just going to push the air out. It goes down real easy. You just want to slow it down when you get near the top. Then you're just going to push until you got all the air out of there. And some of the guacamole is starting to come up from the top. Snap it on. And it is all set to go. I'm just going to toss this in the fridge, and then we're going to start getting into these boxes, see what we got here. Move that out of the way. Put a little bit of lime in our drink. That'd be good. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this deluxe air fryer and oven. Let's start with going through some of these accessories, just because I kind of need to get them out of my way so I have room to get the big box up off the floor here. So these are custom made to fit inside the new Pampered Chef Deluxe air fryer and oven, but you can use them in your regular oven, your toaster oven. If you're not sure what it can go in, let me know if you're interested in any of these products and I'll give you more details. So the first one is the pizza pan, the metal pizza pan. And this fits right in the top compartment. That's right, 2 compartments in this deluxe air fryer and oven. This one fits in the top compartment and can fit up to a 12-inch pizza. So if you like a super crispy crust, you need to get this because the top compartment heats from the top and the bottom to make sure your cheese gets nice and melty and your crust gets nice and crispy. Awesome, right? Plus, you don't have to wait for your oven to heat up in order to have a delicious frozen pizza. Or if you want to heat up your leftovers, don't have to heat up your oven. Don't need that soggy microwave mess. This is the small oven bakeware set. Small oven, so your toaster oven, your apartment size oven, your oven in your camper. This is what you need. You got the mini pans here, make 6. This one here, which I've heard you can make a whole box of pasta in this. So it's a lot bigger than what you think, but you can make a whole box of pasta in the air fryer in that. And then the cookie sheet, because you can make cookies in this air fryer and oven. Then this is just fun. I don't need this. This was just fun. And when you're a Pampered Chef consultant, you can get all these new goodies at half off. So as long as I have that opportunity, I figured, why not get something fun? So this is the metal pizza peel. So obviously it's going to go with this set here for making our frozen pizzas. And it comes apart really easily. Obviously, I haven't taken any of these out of the boxes yet, so I'm going to show you just how easy it is because I'm doing it for the first time. Just screws on. But you can store it in your drawer then without taking up too much room because it comes apart. So it makes it easy for storage if you got a small kitchen like mine, or you got to put your utensils in another room in order to do a cooking show. But how cute is that? To get your pizzas in and out of the oven part. Brings me to the other piece of the pizza puzzle. And we're going to have to try both the metal pan and this pan and see which one makes the better pizza. We might have to have a debate that day and see what we come up with. But this, my friends, of course, they always come with a scraper when you get a Pampered Chef stone. Show me in the comments if you have stoneware and use those scrapers for everything. All right. What's up here? Here we have the stoneware that is made for this deluxe air fryer oven. It fits in there perfectly. You can make cookies on here. You can make pizza on here. Anything you would make on your stoneware, you can make on here in your air fryer and oven. It's amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. This has been on back order, so I have been waiting patiently to get all of this into my kitchen. I'm so excited that it's finally here. Now I have to find a place to put it. Anybody else out of a room in their kitchen? All right, now for the big man pajama here. Oh, lift with your legs. And get scissors. Let's get this air fryer out and show you what this fuss is all about. Some of you may have already seen this. I know there are consultants that were amazing and earned this for free. Because that's another amazing perk of being a Pampered Chef consultant is you have a chance to earn every new product for free by meeting sales goals. And a lot of my teammates scored this for free by meeting those sales goals. So all of our appliances come with a cooking guide, which includes recipes, ways to use all the different features that are available on the product. If you lose those, reach out to me. I can get you a duplicate online version. Oh my goodness, why are you stuck in here? Well, I broke the styrofoam. Hopefully, oh, okay. That's not a fun sound. This is all of our racks. Ooh, I see the real deal now. Drum roll, please. Meet the DAFO, the Deluxe Air Fryer and Oven by Pampered Chef. Ta-da! So, some things that are absolutely amazing because I've been watching all my pampered friends play with this. I've gotten to learn a lot of the features already. So, obviously, there's a top and a bottom compartment here. You can set them for different temperatures. You can set them for different times. You can put all of your food into both of them at the same time and hit a button that says sync finish, and they will finish at the same time for you. So busy moms, you're doing a million things at once. We need to be able to get the steaks and the fish and the French fries and the corn dogs, and you're trying to coordinate everything getting done at the same time, and you forget to throw something in, and you forget to hit the start button, and next thing you know, you got cold French fries. I just got that stuck on my finger. This is what you need in your kitchen. Use caution while taking the tape off. It is very sticky. Then to open it, you can open the whole thing. So we can get these guys off. Or you can just open one at a time. So awesome. Then when there's only 1 minute left in the cooking time, it turns the lights on for you. So you can check and see if it's done enough. You can add time without having to restart the whole device. You can preheat it or skip the preheat, depending on what the recipe calls for. You can do toast in here. It's a toaster oven. It's a pizza oven. It's an air fryer. It does it all. It is absolutely amazing. It has different temperature settings. Like I said, for both, it has heating elements on the top and bottom in the top compartment to heat evenly on both sides for you. I'm just blown away. I can't believe it. If it's perfectly underneath the countertop, or I mean, underneath the cabinets, if you want this for under $140, that's a limited time deal, guys. That's 60% off, limited time. Message me right away. Let me get this in your kitchen before it ends up on back order again, because I just waited several weeks to get this. I am so stoked. Can't wait to start showing you guys some recipes and showing you everything that we can do with this. If you want to know more, if you want to see recipes, make sure you follow, subscribe, like, share, do all the amazing things. I love you all. I appreciate all your support of my small business. I'm sorry, my daughter's moving my camera here. I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much.